Last updated 11:50, May 17, 2018. LeBron James was cleared by the concussion protocol after taking a heavy shoulder hit from Jason Tatum. The NBA's concussion protocols have fallen into focus after Cleveland Cavaliers star LeBron James shook off a nasty blow to the jaw in the 107-94 loss to the Boston Celtics in Game 2 of the NBA Eastern Conference Finals. James took the accidental blow to the jaw from opponent Jason Tatum as he drove to the basket with 3 minutes 50 seconds left on the clock in the second quarter when the Cavaliers were ahead 46-36. The basketball star stayed on court for the first of the free throws awarded for the foul, which he scored, but then exited to the locker room, walking off in a seemingly dazed state. Cleveland Cavaliers star LeBron James takes a seat in the second half of the Game 2 loss to the Boston Celtics. James returned to the court after just 2 more minutes of game time elapsed, but from there he lacked the venom of his early game performance, including a 27-point first quarter to tie his playoff career high for points in a period. In the end, James finished with 42 points, 12 assists and 10 rebounds in a 39 minutes effort, the most of anyone in his team. Read more, Celtics go 2-0 up against the Cavaliers, James Harden, can't do it all by myself, green elbows in on Harden. It was a tough walk out of Boston for LeBron James after the Cavs lost Game 2 in the NBA Eastern Conference Finals. On returning to the court after the jaw shot, the Cavs explained James had suffered a neck strain only. After the game, James replied with an emphatic no, when asked if the knock had affected his game. The second half was a different game though, with the Celtics outscoring the Cavs 59-39 to go on to win 107-94 and take a 2-0 lead in the best-of-7 series. James wasn't keen to talk about the knock after the game, instead diverting the discussion to the next game, in Cleveland on Saturday, NZT Sunday. I'm going to go home and see my 3 kids, see my family, recalibrate, see my mum. I think I'll be fine, James said. I'm not going to lose sleep over it. You go out and when you lay everything on the line, at the end of the day, you can live with that, James said. They did what they had to do, and that was protect home, and now it's our time to try to do that, as well. When James went off he was cleared of head injury, but had it been decided the other way it would have placed the superstar in the NBA's concussion protocol program, putting at risk his availability for the remainder of the series. The NBA concussion protocols prevent a player from returning to action until the following: 1. He is without concussion-related symptoms at rest. 2. He has been evaluated by a physician. 3. He has successfully completed the NBA return to participation exertion protocol. 4. A team physician has discussed the return to participation process and decision with the director of the NBA concussion program, Dr. Jeffrey Kutcher. Ultimately, the decision as to when a player will return will be made by the team physician, but they will have to meet certain benchmarks in order to show that a player is physically ready to step back on the floor. The return to participation protocol requires 1. The return to participation protocol involves several steps of increasing exertion, from his stationary bike, to jogging, to agility work, to non-contact team drills. 2. With each step, a player must be symptom-free to move to the next step. If a player is not symptom-free after a step, he stops until he is symptom-free and begins again at the previous step of the protocol, i.e. the last step he passed without any symptoms. There is no time frame to complete the return to participation protocol. Each injury and player is different and recovery time can vary in each case. The Cavs will need James if they are a chance to come back from 2-0 down in the Celtics series, as they look vulnerable without him. James isn't stepping back from the challenge though. We're going to see, James said, what we're made of on Saturday. Stuff.